guys, my name's Rebecca and I am a travel consultant at Deben Travel. I'm here to talk about my top tips that I would give for people on advice on long haul flights. So number one, I'd always recommend taking a good travel pillow with you. So a travel pillow, an eye mask and earbuds are a really good idea to be able to get some rest on a flight. Lots of airlines do supply them for you. But they're not always the best quality and they might not have them on board, so it's always best to invest in some and take them on board with you. Another really important thing to remember is to stay hydrated on a flight, because of the cabin pressure on board can dry your skin out, so it's important to moisturise and drink lots of water when you're on board, especially if it's a long flight. It's a good idea to take your own water bottle on board and then you can hand it to the crew, and then normally they're happy just to sort of fill it up for you, and it saves you having to get lots of glasses as well, so it's like saving, bit environmentally friendly as well. Another tip is selecting your seats. So you can go on, lots of airlines let you go on for a small fee and select which seat you want before you go on board. And then you can select the exact seat you want, whether you want to be sort of further forward or further back on the plane. And you can normally select if you want an aisle seat or a middle seat or a window seat, just personal preference really. Lots of people like a window seat because then you can lean on it and get some sleep. And lots of people like an aisle seat, and then you don't have to disturb anyone if you're sort of wanting to get up and go to the toilet and things during the flight. So yeah, it's just personal preference, but it just helps to have the best seat you want, so then you're not sort of getting on board and worrying about where you're sat. Having the right clothing is really important as well when you get on board. Just making sure you're wearing your most comfortable outfit, anything like loose fitting and soft, so you're not wearing anything too tight and that's restrictive and uncomfortable. It's always a good idea to take like a blanket or a throw or like a scarf. Just pop it in your handbag and your hand luggage, because it can get quite cold on flights as well, and it's good just to throw it on, and you can use it as like a little blanket as well, nice and comfy. Another really important tip is it's a good idea to take a spare change of clothes in your hand luggage that you take on board with you, and make sure you've got anything like medication, anything really important in your handbag that you take on board with you, or not like your pull-it-on case, just in case your case gets lost or anything like that. At least you've got that on board with you, and you know if the worst was to happen and it got lost, that you would still have some clothes when you got there. But yeah, so that's my top 5 tips on what I would recommend packing and doing on a long haul flight to make it the most enjoyable possible. Thank you.